Am I wrong for refusing to give any of the money my late father gave me before his death to his widow and other children? I, a 33-year-old man, was estranged from my father for over a decade. It had been a very long time coming when I did finally decide to become estranged at 20. I had already moved out when I was 17, and I had made sure to limit my contact with my father before ending all ties between us. A lot of this had to do with the decisions he made while my mom was terminally ill and after her death. This ranged from trying to sleep with mom's sister while mom was still alive, to yelling at my mom while she was sick for being so sick, to burning several family photos of us in the days after mom died. He also sold my mom's easel, which she'd had most of her life and was sentimentally valuable to not just me but my aunts and uncles also. I was 13 at the time. My dad ended up damaging a lot of mom's stuff when he met his second wife and moved her in. To move her in, he moved my mom out. In the process, a lot of harm came to mom's things. My aunts and uncles took them and stored them, and we went through them when I was 20. I was completely no contact with my dad until his death almost a year ago. Even when I was informed he had transferred a lot of money over to me, and had put my name on the deed of a family vacation home he and my mom had owned prior to her death. That was the biggest chunk of everything he owned. He never told his wife, now widow. He also didn't own the house they were living in and that we had all lived in prior. It was his friend's house. I was never sure how it worked, but he never paid for it while I was living there, which was 3 years for me. After he died, a letter was sent to me where he told me he had given me all of that, so it was mine outright, and because he wanted to make up for his mistakes in a small way. His leaving me with so much meant there was basically nothing for his wife and the other children they had. Only what he had in joint accounts and no property. It was all legally binding. His widow attempted to sue for a fair share of my father's assets, but her case did not go far because it had been handled prior to his passing and was 100% legally mine. I didn't go to the funeral or anything, so I was surprised to hear from her, and I still don't know where she got contact info for me, or my father for that matter. She told me I should be looking after my family and I should want better for the children she and my father shared at least. She made it clear she expected me to want a relationship. I told her I did not, and I did not consider her children my family because her late husband stopped being my family a long time ago. She said it wasn't fair that I could be so cold to my flesh and blood, and that they got screwed over by their father and then by me. She said I owed them something. I told her I didn't. I ended the call and blocked her, but she reached out to me through social media and called me selfish and cruel and how I had no morals. Am I wrong for refusing to share my inheritance? Drop your thoughts in the comments, let's discuss it.